Not barefoot with your sister.
Mm-mm.
Aliens. Fact or fiction?
Absolute fact.
Okay. Like here walking among us or like out in the universe?
You know, I'll tell you really quickly. I saw something really, really strange at the Chateau Marmont many years ago.
Everyone has seen something very, very strange at the Chateau Marmont.
Yeah, I know. But this shit was fucking weird, man.
Okay.
I walked, there was a huge party, everybody was there. I remember that was the night I met Sean Stone, Oliver Stone's son, who is now in Austin. He's a great, great guy. But I was there, we were all talking, hanging out, and I followed someone, I don't want to say her name, but an actress. We were working together in a movie at the time. And I followed her. She said, oh, come with me, whatever. We're going to this like after party. And we went through and there was this door that I had never seen at the bottom floor. I never seen. And we went down the steps and at the door entrance, there was a person that let us in. This man, his eyes were completely, they were not contacts. This man was not wearing contacts. And he had the clammiest skin I've ever seen. It was like wet. He was completely wet. And he just held the door open for us. And she looked at me in the hallway and she said, no matter what you see, keep it to yourself. And I was like, what the fuck? So we walk in and I was like, what am I seeing? And I remember like immediately my brain started going, this is a costume party. Everyone's dressed up. And I'm like, what the fuck am I on? I wasn't taking drugs. I was very sober. I was very sober around her because she was a mess. So I walked around and I saw a man with a child on the table. There was some stuff going on. He actually got caught many years later for running a pedophile ring in a different country. And he hung himself. And then I told her I had to go. I run out of there. I was feeling really distraught about what I was seeing. And when I was walking out, this man held my arm. The same man at the door, he held my arm. When he touched me, what I felt on my skin, I can't describe it. It was the exact understanding of, this is not a human being. This thing that's touching me is not animal. It's not human. I've never... It was the weirdest interaction. And I left. I ran away. And we ended up talking about it later. And she begged me not to tell anyone what I had seen and what I had experienced.
Well, certainly don't bring it up on a podcast.
Well, I'm bringing it up because I'm not saying names. So, but I came to terms with the whole thing. I was like, you know what? Whatever that may have been, that was very, very strange. But even just to get to that guy, I'm saying guy, maybe he had no sex. I have no fucking clue. That thing was weird. His eyes were so big. Like, it was not human. It was not human. He had no hair.
Like lizard-ish?
Maybe because he did, I have 17 snakes in my house. So I know reptiles.
Yeah.
Elliot loves snakes. So he breeds them and stuff. So I know snakes. This was not a reptile, but it was like in the vein, like more like a gecko. I don't know. And I described this to a friend of mine the other day. I was like, I'm remembering more and more what happened that day. And I'm so glad you asked. Yes, I do believe that aliens or a race that was here before we arrived. I have no fucking clue. Maybe we're the aliens.